Hey guys, Corey here. Welcome back to the channel. Time for another Clash of Clans video. Gonna focus in on farming today. I did a video earlier this year, fastest method to farm Dark Elixir 2019, and guys, since then I've refined my methods a little bit. I've been a miner guy forever, but I gotta tell you, Barch is amazing, and I'm gonna show you guys how you can score massive loot in no time at all with barbarians and archers.
Nerf this!
If any of you guys are new to my channel, make sure you smash that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. Check this out, guys. They're swarming. They cook so fast. They are super cheap. And mine are not even maxed for Town Hall 11, all right? If you guys follow me at all, you probably know I've been working on this Town Hall 11, trying to push it up to max as fast as possible. You see, I got all 5 of my builders busy right now, and then I want to push it straight to Town Hall 12 and just keep maxing it. Keep this account, get it maxed, and keep it maxed with every other update that comes out. I just want to keep farming this account, so I have one at the top level of the game. Feel like I'm really missing out on that Town Hall 12 action, because I get a lot of that Town Hall 10, Town Hall 11 action, but that's the goal on this, guys, and so I've been smashing on it hard. You see my walls over halfway done, maxing out. Defense wise, these ones right over here are the ones that are maxed for Town Hall 11 level, and as you can see from looking at it, looks like I'm not quite halfway done with the defenses. But what you got to realize is all these point defenses that I started out with are the ones that require 2 upgrades. A lot of the stuff over here only requires 1 upgrade to bring it up to Town Hall 11 level, like these wizard towers, expos, Teslas, even inferno towers, all that kind of stuff really only requires 1 upgrade. So if you look at the number of upgrades, I'm over halfway done with my defensive upgrades as well. Once I start into these ones that only need 1 upgrade to be maxed for Town Hall 11, I'm flying right along, you guys. And I've always been a miner guy. I've always looted with miners. You know, ever since Town Hall 10, I've just always have, because they don't cost any Dark Elixir, and fairly cheap, but it's just an elixir army. Let's take a look at my pre-cook armies right here, guys, and we're gonna look at the price. This is the army I use all the time now. Usually it's 130, but if you're not using the whole army, it gets a little skewed. Look at this cost, you guys. 83,800 elixir. That is the cheapest looting army ever. And look at this, guys. I'm not using any spells with this. I'll show you in the replays. Once in a while, I will use like a donated heal or something. That's it. Most of the time, I'm not using any spells with this at all, which is what is making it so dirt cheap. Miners, not bad at all. You look at this standard miner army that I've got cooked here. Not bad. It doesn't use any dark elixir, so it's going to help you max your heroes fast, but still, you're looking at 250 elixir. So if you're trying to max walls, trying to upgrade troops, army camps, that sort of thing, it's gonna take a chunk out of your elixir. So if you're getting 500,000 elixir on a farming raid, you're only really getting like 250,000 elixir with this miner army because of the cost. Whereas you get 500,000 elixir on a Barch raid, which happens all the time if you get down to the right league, you're going to take home over like 420,000 of that elixir. You're going to be able to upgrade your stuff that much faster. That's why I've switched to this Barch army, guys. And the trick is getting down to a low enough league. And if you're at Town Hall 11, like I am trying to farm, that money zone is right here in Gold 1. Now you can go down 1 below or up above. It happens when you're going, but Gold 1 is the money spot. It's fairly close to that, is also very good. And guys, I'm going to go in and show you a live farming raid, show you how I use these barbarians and archers to get all the loot, all the necessary loot on these low-level bases in Gold 1 League. Let's cut to that clip right now. Here we go. Just found a nice base. This is pretty typical of what I find and what I loot with this Barch army down in the Gold League. Here we go. It's just 2-finger drops, you guys. Row of barbarians, followed by a row of archers. I'm using 2 fingers when I'm dropping these rows, just to make sure I get them down thick enough, fast enough. Just circle my way around the base. We're going to take care of those outer buildings, and usually those archers will step up and take care of those inner buildings they can reach as well. And I don't even worry about dropping those heroes down until the very end. If I see something that I've missed, I might drop down my queen, pop her ability real quick. That way she gets what I'm after, but doesn't necessarily end up dying or losing any sort of health. So if I'm not on boost, she's ready to go for the very next raid. So let's just see what these guys get here. Get most of it. We had some stuff that was tucked in a little bit deeper, all right? We had this guy tucked in a little deeper. We had this one tucked in a little deeper. I might send in both my heroes after this section right here. Have my king break in. There we go. Queen right behind. Once again, I'm going to be popping their abilities, try and take out these two and this guy right here. And as soon as those are taken out, then I'm just going to end this raid early. That way, both my heroes still have all their health intact. Boom, can get both of those. Then we're going to press end really quick. Done. Alright, so missed a little bit of the elixir on that base. But you know what, guys? This army is so cheap. Look at that. I didn't use any spells at all. This whole army is like 90,000 elixir. That is it, alright? So when you subtract how much it costs to build your farming army for how much you got, and then you add in, you know, obviously we've got a very nice net profit on this base. Not as much dark as I usually like to get, but you know what? Usually I'm trying to max walls, and the dark just builds up on its own, and boom, I'm upgrading the heroes. So, yeah. And then when you add in just how fast the Barbarian Archer or the Barch Army cooks, becomes a really super effective farming method. We're going to pull up another example in just a minute. I want to pull you guys' attention to this attack log. Not real impressive, not massive loot in here, right? Oh, so what's so impressive about this? Check out the times apart, you guys. All right, 28 minutes, 20. All right, these two looting raids, 4 minutes apart. These two right here, 4 minutes apart. And as you keep going up, look at this, 5 minutes apart from the last looting raid. Imagine just adding those up in that short amount of time. 4 minutes apart. All right, 3 minutes apart on these looting raids. Holy moly. And then 3 minutes apart once again. Not even using the whole thing, guys. Using around 100 a lot of times, all right? And taking home big loot. But being able to do it just over and over and over again is what makes this so fast, so effective. It's such a cheap army. You're just going to pile up massive loot just faster than you can even you know, really realize until you're trying this strategy down on these low levels. Here we go. Let's just pull this one up right here. If my internet gets up to the task. And here you go, guys. Let's pause this bad boy real quick. Check out these collectors, man. Look at that one. That one's not quite full. This one is full, but they're higher level collectors and they're full. That's when you know you're going to get the good loot. So you look over here on left. Make sure it has enough to even be worth messing with. Usually I'm looking for over 400,000 of each on these Barch raids, just because I can go in, get it fast. My next army's already ready. Go in and get another one fast as well. Same thing with the gold collectors here. Check it out. You can look just by telling just how full these little carts are right here and these things right here. Now, don't let low-level collectors fool you, all right? If those collectors are low-level and full, they're not going to give you as much as these higher-level collectors. These aren't quite max, but they're high enough level that they're going to hold a lot of loot. So when you look at that, look at how full those guys are right there. And then also you kind of want to look and see how full the regular things are in the base, because normally you're not going to get too deep into these base to get these big storages right here. So when your storages are empty but your collectors are full and your collectors are accessible, these first 2 layers of the base right there by a Barch army, that's exactly what you want to look for. And check this out, guys. I started not even with the full army. Had like 110 of each roughly in there, all right? And once again, like I told you in that last raid, just doing 2 finger drops. Drop down the 2 fingers, drag them along the edge, select your archers, do archers right behind the barbarians, and boom, that's how it goes, guys. Those barbarians take care of the outer buildings, they take care of the tanking, while the archers are able to reach deeper into that base. And look at that, got the loot just melting away on this base. It is so fast, it is so cheap, that it piles up, guys. I was stuck on using miners for a long time because I'd see, you know, the whale bases, 900,000 of each or something like that. And I'd be like, man, there's no way I can get all that with a Barch army. At least if I have miners cooked, I'm not going to leave any of that loot behind. I'm going to be able to get the majority of it, no matter what kind of shape that base is in. But what I found, you guys, is when you're dropping, there we go. I didn't even quite end the raid. I just dropped my heroes down to get the last 2. I should have. Man, I could have left something to get over there, but still, you know, not a bad haul for being 4 or 3 minutes apart from the next looting raid. Let's go check out the next one right in there. And heroes, once you pop those abilities, they're going to be available for that next raid as well, guys. And just immediately available for the next raid. That's what makes it just super efficient way to loot. Here we go. We'll replay this one. Didn't even use heroes on this one. Only used 80 of each. 80 barbarians, 80 archers. These collectors were so accessible, you guys. I didn't have to use the full army. I saved the rest of the leftover from my next looting army, making it even shorter between looting times. A lot of times, guys, I won't even wait for it to be all the way done. If I get 100 of each and a hero or two, I'll go in and I'll find one of these bases with 400,000 of each and some dark elixir as well. And guys, honestly, I'm just really looking for gold and elixir, and the dark just, it piles up on its own. Not specifically going after dark elixir, but yet it's piling up, and I'm able to get those heroes upgraded quickly just by the volume. So what I found is better than finding those single whales is if you're able to loot 3-4 minutes apart, you're gonna stack up more loot than you do hunting for that individual 900,000 loot base. And it's just been so consistent, so incredibly fast. Here we go. We'll play this one once again. Not using a full army. Use like 109 barbs, 117 archers. Because when you get that loot, you can just be done. Look at that. Look at those full collectors right there. Man, not even having to use heroes most of the time. 9 times out of 10, I'm not using any spells at all. And usually if I do use spells, it's going to be like one heal. That's about it. Sometimes I'll get a base type where it's worth sending in the heroes with like a donated wall wrecker or something. Even on those, I'm not using any spells other than maybe one. So it stays super cheap. The only thing I'm really using is donated CC troops and donated heal, if anything at all. But 9 out of 10 of these bases, guys, you're grabbing those collectors around the edges, and if you're dumping down your whole army or close to it, you're able to get that 50% 1-star as much as you want, you know, so you can slowly gain up. When you hop up to Crystal 3, usually you'll try and end the raid at that 48-49% mark, so you can drop back down to that gold league, but you don't have to use any other army at all to manage it. So this one right here, 372,000 gold, 446,000 elixir, and fast, guys. Fast. Able to do this over and over again, and 2,300 dark elixir on this one as well. So there you guys go. Definitely have revised my methods. I like this. I like Barch better than I do miners now. As long as you drop down to the right league, which for Town Hall 11 is gold 1, you're going to find those consistent bases, and you find them fast too. You don't have to click forever down in these low leagues to find a good base. You're clicking, you know, anywhere between once and 10 times max on average. So I'd say an average, you're clicking about 5 different bases to find it, providing you're looting at the right time, which for me is in the evening in my time zone. And yeah, it stacks it up super fast, you guys. Last night, that looting run, I had just used like all my resources on my 5th builder, getting it going, because look, we got 20 hours before this cannon's done. I had a builder idle, and I was like, oh man, all right. I'd use the rest of my gold and resources on like a wall, and then I realized that my research lab was not researching anything. I'm like, oh my god, I gotta keep this thing busy. Definitely. So I actually finally upgraded my archers. I've been using Barch like for a month now, maybe 2 months on my Town Hall 11, and I didn't even have max troops. I had the barbs max to do the tanking for the archers, but the archers were not maxed. So I finally put them down last night. I was able to go from like almost 0 to 7.2 million elixir less than an hour. Managed to stack up quite a bit more dark, another 40,000 dark in that time too. Just waiting on that, and you know, obviously quite a bit of gold as well, just waiting for that next builder to become available. 20 hours and 52 minutes. And there you guys go. Barch, the way to go, the cheapest, fastest looting army, and over time, guys, it's gonna rack up way bigger results than you are just hunting for those whale bases. It's gonna be a lot faster because you can just go bam, 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 and get that loot fast, get it the easy way. I love it. Can't wait to get this count to Town Hall 12. Can't wait to get it to max Town Hall 12. Have a little bit more work ahead of me for that. But with that, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't already, check out the details below my videos. Click that little arrow to see more info. Whatever it happens to say on your device, in there you're going to find links to all my social media, including my Discord server, little Discord icon right there, and WHF Family Recruiting Discord servers there. If you're interested in joining the WHF family, follow that link in the description of my videos as well. That's got all the info you need right in the README of that Discord server right there. With that, guys, I'll see you in the next video.